Plop, plop. I'm not making it up, I promise you. I've never been involved in such a hot mess of a show in my life. More about that cuckoo production. That we rehearsed in New York. We went to the theater out of state to do the show, and we had 2 days of tech, and then previews, and then the run of the show. It was the first performance in front of an audience. It wasn't an opening night. Our costumes were fine. We had our costumes. There's a whole other video about a costume incident. The stage manager was apparently not very experienced calling a show with a lot of cues, or as many cues as this show had. There's a scene with like food on a table. Somebody goes to touch a cake on the set, took their finger out like that, and we realized it's real. It was a real frosted cake, a giant real frosted cake, not a prop cake to be handled by multiple people a night. No. This is the real legitimate sheet cake, built up really tall with lots of frosting on it. And they called some cue that triggered the grand drape to come in while this set piece was on with an entire banquet setting. And the grand drape came in, cutting us all off from the audience because it's the middle of a scene. It was not like at the end of it. It was just somewhere in the middle of the scene. The grand drape starts coming in. It lands on the giant layer cake, slices it in half. It's covered in cake and frosting. You could hear people screaming in the wings, no. Do not bring the grand in. What is going on? Why are you bringing the grand in? And then starts to go back up again so that we can finish the scene. And you can look up and see that the frosting and the cake pieces were up there, and they would plop, plop, plop. I'm not making it up, I promise you. I've never been involved in such a hot mess of a show in my life. But oh my God, we always said there were going to be so many good stories to tell about it, and sure enough, here they are.